Insider shares important information for the Raiders. Tom Brady is negotiating with the offensive coordinator. He is not in the sights of other teams as much as Ben Johnson was, but this candidate in particular knew how to deal very well with a rookie quarterback and surprised everyone in the NFL. Given this situation, it is very likely that if he were with the Raiders he would achieve the same feat. In the fast-moving NFL coaching carousel, the Las Vegas Raiders are narrowing their options for a new head coach after losing out on top candidates Ben Johnson, hired by the Chicago Bears, and Aaron Glenn, hired by the New York Jets. With the search intensifying, reports suggest that the Raiders may be eyeing Jesse Minter, the current defensive coordinator of the Los Angeles Chargers, as a strong contender. Minter, in his first year as the Chargers' defensive coordinator, has quietly built one of the league's most formidable defenses. Under his leadership, the Chargers allowed the fewest points per game in the NFL, 17.7, during the 2024 season. Despite working in the shadow of high-profile figures like head coach Jim Harbaugh and competing in a division dominated by offensive powerhouses such as the Chiefs, Minter has proven his defensive prowess. Before joining the Chargers, Minter spent 2 years as the defensive coordinator at Michigan, where he also worked under Harbaugh. There, he orchestrated dominant defenses that contributed to the Wolverines' resurgence as a college football powerhouse. In a recent column, Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated linked Minter to the Raiders' head coaching search, highlighting his potential fit under the guidance of newly appointed GM John Spytek and minority owner Tom Brady. I wouldn't be surprised if the Raiders, with new GM John Spytek on board, took a look at Jesse Minter now. And I think Minter has a future as a head coach, Breer noted. Given Minter's track record and the Raiders' need to rebuild their culture and identity, his name has gained traction as a legitimate candidate. While many fans and analysts have called for an offensive-minded head coach to address the Raiders' lackluster offense, the team's quarterback situation remains unresolved. With no clear path to a franchise QB in the 2025 NFL Draft or free agency, prioritizing a defensive identity may make sense. Minter's ability to craft an elite defense could complement star edge rusher Max Crosby, providing a foundation for success while the front office works on solving the quarterback dilemma. Additionally, hiring Minter would allow the Raiders to bring in a strong offensive coordinator to balance the coaching staff. Quarterback plans. The Raiders currently lack a clear answer at quarterback. With the 6th overall pick in the draft, they may have to consider trading up for a top prospect like Shedeur Sanders or targeting a developmental player in later rounds. Offensive coordinator hire. If Minter is hired, finding a dynamic offensive coordinator will be critical to complement his defensive philosophy and address the team's offensive struggles. Defensive culture. Minter's potential hiring signals a shift towards building a defensive identity, which could help stabilize the franchise and improve competitiveness in a division with high-powered offenses. While the Raiders' initial focus was on high-profile offensive minds like Ben Johnson, pivoting to Jesse Minter could be a strategic move. Minter offers proven leadership, a strong defensive pedigree, and the ability to establish a new culture in Las Vegas. With the support of Spytek and Brady, the Raiders could be positioning themselves for long-term success by building from the ground up.